Are you looking for a show that has everything? A show that is full of fun? A show that is full of energy? Well, look no more, because AUDRA'S Corner is here for you. Yes, AUDRA'S Corner is a platform where we give people to tell their stories and share with us their ideas, which you will be interested in knowing. In my corner, I discuss everything: sport, entertainment, innovation, entrepreneurship, and a lot more. So join me this Friday and every other Friday on YouTube at exactly 7 p.m. You miss in, you miss out. Yeah, it's the AUDRA'S Corner talk show. Hello, good evening and welcome to another beautiful Friday evening. Wow, we are here again after a whole lot of hectic holiday, the corona, the enjoyment, the chilling and every other thing, but we are here again with the AUDRA'S Corner talk show, and I am so excited to bring to you another segment of the AUDRA'S Corner talk show. 2020 was amazing. We had fun, we had guests that came, and the program was so awesome. I just want to give a short, I'm not a motivational speaker really, but I just want to give a short motivation for 2020. Let 2020 be a year of putting God first and working hard. Yes, that has been a secret at AUDRA'S Corner. We put God first, we work hard, we are persevere and we are consistent. Anyways, enough of that. I told you I am not a motivational speaker. So today with me on AUDRA'S Corner, I have a very beautiful young lady. Like, wait, can inside today when I sing close to away. Anyways, you will see her. That's a must. I have a very beautiful young lady, and she's not only beautiful outside, but her attitude is good. She has been an inspiration to many. She's the captain of the Sierra Leone national women's cricket team and a nominee for the National Entertainment Award for Sportswoman of the Year. And my viewers, welcome Linda Bull.
Thank you very much, Audra.
I must confess, you look good. And if now you dress yourself so, you self go for dress me one day for AUDRA'S Corner.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so when you kaya this morning, this evening, do you get trouble for kaya actually?
Not too much, even though the distance far, but like I will for both transport and I will for friend me where come. Since I don't give me what say I will come today.
Of course. I tell people, AUDRA'S Corner and the corner we get a juice. So when you come to AUDRA'S Corner, when you get an invitation from any of my production members that you have been invited as guests, you the must kaya because this corner gets all tea. Okay, tell me, let's go into the discussion proper. Tell me what inspired you to be a cricket person.
First of all, I'm from a sports family. And so that's the main thing. And I've been around sportsmen and women. I have this passion for sports. And since I started growing up, I fell in love with sports. Of course, when I was young, I was a gymnast. By then, I didn't have much body or so.
Okay.
And along the way, when I went to junior secondary school, I started playing volleyball for my school. And later, I started playing cricket. Of course, I love sports, and my dad serves to be one of the most renowned sportsmen in Sierra Leone, even though he's late now. And he has always been my source of motivation, always inspiring me.
Okay, so what's the name of your dad?
JMS Bull.
Okay, I'm not a sport person, so that's why I'm not familiar with his name.
So sports has always been part of me. It's what I love. It's something that gives me complete happiness. And so whenever I'm in sports, I have this kind of joy and all. So it's my own thing. Others have different things that stimulates them or that makes them happy. And for me, it's just sports. Because when I'm there, I have all the fulfillment that I want. And so, of course, my family has been there, and they've been my fans and my source of inspiration in doing sport.
Okay, so tell me, how long have you been playing cricket?
Well, I've been playing cricket for almost 14 years now. Since I was in school, in junior secondary school, I started playing cricket. And of course, that has been long years now. And so I've been there as, first of all, as a novice. I started training. I was introduced to the game after my father handed me over to Coach Harold Palmer because my dad was a sportsman. And so I started playing cricket way before cricket was introduced in Sierra Leone, because back then my brother was a cricketer. They used to play for the male aspect, and then we didn't have female cricket in Sierra Leone. So most times after my brother and his friends finished playing, myself and my friends used to take their equipment and we continued to play, and what, it was fun. And so when we heard that female cricket has been introduced to Sierra Leone, my dad was very happy, and of course I was so happy too. And he said, Linda, I'm going to introduce you to your coach for you to start playing cricket. And that was when I started playing. And so it's 14 years now. And
14 years, that's a very long time. Take me through your 14 years journey as a cricket person.
It has not been easy, but I thank God, because in everything we have to give thanks. It has not been easy, but of course it's been a bittersweet experience, and I thank God much of it is fun. And so, of course, I started playing cricket while I was in junior secondary school. After I stopped being a gymnast, by then I put on so much weight, and because I gained so much weight, I was not able to continue my gymnastic activities, and so I started playing cricket. Of course, my dad introduced me to my coach. He went with me to the stadium, and he added me to my coach. Then I started training, and of course I thank God for the wonderful women that are in the prisons team, because they were very receptive and they were warm and welcoming. Of course, I was a little kid then when my dad took me to the stadium, and of course the kind of welcome they gave me made me to stay, because they were not hostile at all. And so when my dad went with me there, I started training, and during the first league I captained my club because it was my coach's team. So I captained my club, and since then I've been the captain of that team. And of course I trained for so many years. Later in 2011, of course, we had our first competition. We went to Uganda and we competed against different countries. Of course, that was our first experience as a national team, as a cricket national team. Of course, competing against teams that have played cricket over 17 years, 20 years, it was really difficult. And of course, we didn't yield much fruit. We didn't perform well, and all hopes were crushed. And of course, I didn't like losing, and most of my teammates were not happy about that. Then I was the vice captain of the team, and so of course when they defeated us throughout the tournament, we came back home. Of course, those who were here, our association, they were not happy with us. Of course, they were not that considerate to know that these teamers and these people have just started playing this game, and those people have started long ago, so they cannot just empower them like that or overpower them like that. So of course it wasn't easy. My coach was bitter and all different negative energy all around. But of course, when we came back, we were determined, because when we went there and we were defeated, we decided to come home to train harder. So when we have another competition, we'll do much. And of course, that yielded a good fruit, because later on, when we went to Gambia in 2015, of course, our performance was great. Of course, we left here. That was during the Ebola scourge. We left here and we went through road to Guinea, Senegal, to Gambia, because by then most of the flights were grounded, and the flights which were available were quite expensive, and so we had to go to Gambia through road. And you cannot imagine, most of those teams that took flights to Gambia, when we went there, we defeated them and we emerged as champions. Of course, Ambassador Suli Darami was very, very, very nice to us, because then he was the ambassador to Gambia from Sierra Leone. And when he heard that there was a contingent from Sierra Leone, a team that has come to Gambia to play competition, in fact, he went to the field and welcomed us. And he was so welcome, he was so warm, he was so friendly, he was so nice. And of course, we had a very good experience. But when coming again, whilst going, we spent 3 days. When coming, we took 10 days. I almost missed my final exams then because I was at the university. So that was not easy, but the only joy we had was that we went and we won the competitions. And after that, we had another competition to Ghana. And of course, we went to Ghana again. That was the same Northwest Africa cricket competition we went to as defending champions. Of course, you know it's not easy. Most of those teams that we defeated then, they had went home, they had prepared and all. So of course, we went to the competition again. It wasn't easy because they trained, but we were able to emerge again as champions. And later, there was another competition to Botswana, and of course that competition, it wasn't easy because I left for that competition 2 days after I had laid my dad to rest. That was when I went to and I actually went to the competition because it was a qualifiers. And of course Sierra Leone, by then we were not under ICC, the women's cricket team, we were not ICC rated then. And so that was the particular competition that would have qualified us to become an ICC certified playing team. So that was why I went there, because I know I had to make a difference, because I had to impact my players. Then I was the captain of the women's cricket team. So of course I went to Botswana, and of course the Sierra Leoneans there, when they had we were coming, in fact they went to the airport, they welcomed us, and they were so nice, they were so friendly. And I can say that was my best tournament ever. Even though it was a bittersweet tournament, then I'd lost my dad. But when we went to the tournament, we were there in one accord. We had all the support we needed. And of course, at the end of the day, in fact, when we were going, our association, because they didn't have much hope in us, because we were going to compete against teams from East Africa. So they told us, even when you go, even if you come 4th position, we will appreciate it so much, because they were not expecting much from us. And the magic was when we went there, we emerged as runners-up. We came 2nd. Even the host, Botswana, we defeated them. And that was a very tight match, I can say. And so we won that competition as runners-up. We came back home, and then we went to the last competition in Zimbabwe. And that was also not a very good one for us.
This is inspiring, honestly.
But as I want to say, my cricket journey has been good, because I've made friends, I've made sisters, and I've made lifelong relationships that will last till God knows when.
Honestly, you are a sweet talker. You don't begin make I don't begin like cricket.
You need to come to the field one day.
No, please, because I know Bobo can shoot AUDRA'S Corner again. Anyways, this is inspiring. 14 years journey. It has been awesome, like you said. But what are some of your memorable moments in the game during your 14 years journey so far?
First of all, I can say my first debut, that was in Uganda. Of course, that was my first tournament, and going to the field playing against a different nation, that was something awesome for me. Though we were not that skilled, but I was there representing my country, and I was there representing my family, I was there representing my team. That was something I will ever cherish. And also my tournament to Gambia. Yeah, the very first day we had 2 matches in a very bad field, and of course during that particular day I won 2 Man of the Match award. Yes, my team won the competition, but also I won an individual award. So that was also nice. And also my tournament to Ghana. Back then we had so many controversies at home, so many negative energies, and so of course we had new people that came to the executive that didn't know the kind of personality I was. Of course, you know, this woman thing. Yeah. And so they had this kind of perception about me. But when we went to Ghana, my very first game just changed their perception, and that was a very good match. And also I cannot forget our tournament to Botswana, the day we played against the host. Oh, that was a very tight one. that was a very tight one. And of course, I was so determined that even if I have to give my last breath, even if I have to die after this game, let me just die, but we just have to win this match. It wasn't easy, it was tough. And of course, we had an over to make something like 15 runs. Just 6 balls to make 15 runs. That wasn't easy. But with my partner there playing, we had to to surmount that challenge. And most of our players were out there at the boundary line watching. And of course, you know the kind of feeling that, oh, Sierra Leone is looking at me. Yeah. The hope of Sierra Leone is in my hands. Exactly. So that kind of feeling. And of course, before that particular over, I went to my player. She was my vice captain then, Anne-Marie Monica Camara, who is also a very good cricketer. I went to her and told her, Anne-Marie, we need to win this. This is the last over. This is our decider match. If we don't win this, we are going back home and we'll have to wait something like 4 or 5 years to have another competition. Let's do this together. Yes, I know we can. With God, we can. It wasn't easy, Audra, and I was shaking, I was nerving. Of course, there was this fear. But one thing I appreciate is that I am a Christian and I always have this verse, I can do everything through Christ who strengthens me. And so that was what was coming through my thoughts. And of course, I was focused. And at the end of the day, when we won the match, oh, so many calls. Everyone was happy. I will never forget that day in my life. That was my most loved experience. I will never forget that match.
That's awesome. You know, we all have days, we all have moments where we hardly forget about. We hardly forget about these moments, these days, events that happens in our life. And you just shared yours with us that when you went to Botswana and you did it despite the challenges. This is not kind of story that I make it like for you. This is awesome, honestly. So tell me, is Sierra Leone now part of the ICC? You made mention of ICC, International Cricket.
Oh, sure. We are part of the International Cricket competition now, International Cricket Council. Back then, we had a male team that were ranked in the ICC playing nations. But when we started female cricket, we were not there. So when we went to Botswana and we won that particular competition, then we became an ICC certified playing team. And so we're part of ICC. And just last year, we were ranked 30th out of the whole of the world, mind you, and we were 6th in Africa. Yes, so we are making conscious strides and efforts. One day we will reach to the top.
Of course, we will reach there. So tell me, how often do you train to become a very fit cricket person? Because even here at AUDRA'S Corner, there are times when I can go before my glass na house and you go see I begin to do hello, good morning, hello, just to train and know how best I can improve and everything. So how often do you do that?
It has not been easy, I can say, because I am in so many things. You know, I am in a SU, I do work, my church, my sports. It has not been easy to balance the equation, but I've been training. And so it's all about being committed, it's all about being serious and loving what you're doing, having that passion. I know the task of a whole country rests on my shoulder, and when I go out there, I have a lot to do. So I don't train much, but when I have the opportunity to go to the field to train.
Continue to stay with me. Of course, the show you are watching is the AUDRA'S Corner talk show, and don't forget to click that subscribe button. And remember that AUDRA'S Corner is proudly brought to you by Pearl Hotel, Lee's Beauty Touch, and Limelight Studio. We go for a short break. When we come back, we continue the conversation. Are you looking for a show that has everything? A show that is full of fun? A show that is full of energy? Well, look no more, because AUDRA'S Corner is here for you. Yes, AUDRA'S Corner is a platform where we give people to tell their stories and share with us their ideas, which you will be interested in knowing. In my corner, I discuss everything. sport, entertainment, innovation, entrepreneurship, and a lot more. So join me this Friday and every other Friday on YouTube at exactly 7 p.m. You miss in, you miss out. Yeah, it's the AUDRA'S Corner talk show. Welcome back. Remember, the show you're watching is the AUDRA'S Corner talk show, and AUDRA'S Corner is proudly brought to you by Pearl Hotel, Lee's Beauty Touch, and Limelight Studio. As I said earlier, don't forget to click that subscribe button because you get the very best in entertainment. Here with me this evening, I still have Linda Bull, the very beautiful Linda Bull. You know, normally when we can talk about sports people like if you say any woman where they do sports, you know, they get that man look, so they dress like man. But my Linda Bull here is looking all beautiful with a very beautiful Ankara dress and the head tie, the makeup and everything. Linda, take me through that.
We are here to change the narratives. I can always say that. Sports is not only for men, but for women as well. And also, as I said, we want to change the narratives. Back then, when you hear about a sportswoman, all you are expecting is that masculine person, exactly, looking stiff, and all those kind of things. But it's not about that. You can still do sports and walk like a lady. You can still do sports and be a lady. You can still do sports and have a better look. Yeah. It's not just about looking like a man or having that man structure or walking like a man. That's why most of our ladies that are in sports now, most of them walk like men, most of them behave like men, but it's not about that. We are changing the narratives. When you look out there in those international icons, you see most of them are not all of them look like men. Of course, I'm a sportswoman, but of course, I'm a woman too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You cannot just involve in sports looking like a man. Of course, even your fiancé will run away from you because. So of course, for me, yes, we do train, we do work hard. But I don't go to the gym to do things excessively. Yes, I go to the gym, but I work on my structure, work on my thighs, work on my palms, my arms, so I will be able to play. I don't do things extremely. Sure. And I don't have to walk like man to show people that I'm a sports person. You can still walk like a lady and be a sports person. All you need to have is that's your mentality. Your mentality should be strong. It's not just about your structure or so. Once your mentality is strong and you are training hard, you can still do your thing. So I believe in having my looks, being beautiful, doing my makeup, walking like a lady, and going to the field and play. And most times, you know, when we go for international competition, we do makeup. Yes, we do. We put our green, our white, and our blue. We go out there and play. So it's not about looking masculine. No. Of course we are ladies. Let's be feminine for once.
No, of course we are ladies. Yes.
So it's not about being like a man.
Of course, it's not about being like a man. So if you're a sportswoman, try to look beautiful. You know, like my Linda Bull. Do some makeup. Try it fine. Dress good. So Linda, tell me, what's the relationship between yourself and your team members?
Well, I can say we are family. That I can say. Because for us in cricket, we are a family. That's why we don't say Sierra Leone cricket team. We say the Sierra Leone cricket family. Because there we see each other as brothers and sisters. And so we have a very small family, even though we're trying now to extend the game to the different regions in Sierra Leone. But for us, it's a family thing, because sport is all about love. Sport is all about passion. Though sometimes, of course, we are humans, we do have our disagreements, but we should always ensure we put cooperation over conflict. We should always ensure we work as a team. Sometimes, of course, they don't get along with me because, of course, as a leader, you don't have to fall for everything. You just have to stand for something. And so sometimes when we go to the field, we have to train. When you say, okay, let's go for 4 laps, say, Cape, we are tired with this, that I don't just look their face. When I said 4 laps, you have to go for 4 laps. And sometimes when I go to the field, you have to some of my players, they just like that kind of laxity. Sometimes they go to the field, Cape, I'm not feeling well, and this I say you have to train. If you are not feeling well, then you have to write a report that you are not feeling well, come with a medical report. And of course, I know they are not serious about it, so they have to train. Of course, sometimes we have a disagreement because there are issues which we reach out, which we discuss. We have a different perceptions about them. But at the end of the day, we always resolve at one thing. But as I said, we are a family. Because even though we have our disagreements, at the end of the day, we have to play as a team. So if we have that kind of bad blood amongst us, then we go for a competition, then we will come with nothing back home. So we just have to work as a team. And of course, I thank God for my coach, and I thank God for the kind of energy we are putting in our team. We and all of us are not Christians. We do have people that are Muslims, but we always ensure we put God first. Yeah. Because in whatever we are doing in life, it's about putting God first. He is the one that directs us. He is the one that makes us successful. So as a team, we always ensure we work as one. Even though sometimes they don't like the way I behave because I like doing things the hard way. At the end of the day, when you go out for international competition, it's not about Linda. It's not about you, the other individual. It's about Sierra Leone. And so we all have to ensure we work together as one. We work very hard. So when we go out there, we compete well, and we come back with something good for Mama Sierra Leone. Oh, right. So that is it.
Okay, this is awesome. Linda, you know, when a Friday, I hate for let me guess and go, but we're not there. So just before you go, just tell me the message to my young ladies. You know, I have a lot of young ladies, beautiful ladies like you, where maybe go on for going to cricket, but they look and say, just like you say, the masculine everything, I go begin to dress like a man and all that. So what would be your message to these girls?
Well, I want to encourage the young ladies out there. Sport is not just for men. You can be a woman and involved in sports too. You can be a woman and be successful in sports too. And I want to advise those ladies out there that are in sports, some of them that are not taking their education seriously. I'm a graduate, I'm a sportsman, and I continue to pursue my education. Sport is not for illiterates. We are changing the narratives. You can still be in sport and you can be an elite. I want to encourage you out there, whatever sport you're doing, please be serious with your education. Because when you go out there are certain standards you will reach. Your education is the only thing that can take you through. And also know that sport has limits. You cannot play sports forever. But with your education, you can achieve much more in life. Even when you retire, you can achieve something through your benefits. So please be serious with your education. And also for those of you out there that are shying away from sports because you are a woman, please, you can do sports. I'm doing sports. As you can see, I don't look like a man. I look like a woman. And of course, I know the Almighty blessed me with beauty. And so you can also be beautiful playing sports. So please, don't shy away. We have different sports. But cricket, I can tell you, is the best. Because we are a family, and when you come there, you'll never feel like going back. So thank you very much, Audra.
Just to make her the blush no more. Anyways, thank you so much. You know, I wanted to ask you to say something about AUDRA'S Corner, but it skipped my mind. Thank you so much for endorsing AUDRA'S Corner. And as she said, continue to subscribe. Thank you so much for the fact that you left a game to be at AUDRA'S Corner this evening. Means a lot to me and my team, and we really, really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, my beautiful people. This is where we do all the cutting down for today's show of the AUDRA'S Corner talk show. Amazing story. I told you AUDRA'S Corner is a platform where we give people to tell their stories. I mean, inspiring stories. Just listen at Linda's story, being in a cricket team, a game in Botswana, the other one, you know, everything is just inspiring, everything is just awesome. And she made mention of something that is very important: put God first. Even though you are doing a cricket or whatever, you put God first, and you work hard, you study hard, and you get there. So thank you so much, Linda, and don't forget to subscribe. Yes, AUDRA'S Corner is proudly brought to you by Lee's Beauty Touch, a Limelight Studio, and Paul Hotel. Listen, I won't go without saying thank you to my production team. I have a very wonderful production team. They are awesome. Thank you so much. Till we meet again next week with another beautiful and wonderful episode of the AUDRA'S Corner talk show. I have been your beautiful and wonderful host, AUDRA. Goodbye. Are you looking for a show that has everything? A show that is full of fun? A show that is full of energy? Well, look no more, because AUDRA'S Corner is here for you. Yes, AUDRA'S Corner is a platform where we give people to tell their stories and share with us their ideas, which you will be interested in knowing. In my corner, I discuss everything: sports, entertainment, innovation, entrepreneurship, and a lot more. So join me this Friday and every other Friday on YouTube at exactly 7 p.m. You miss in, you miss out. Yeah, it's the AUDRA'S Corner talk show.